And what's up, everybody? Glad to have you guys in the stream tonight. Welcome back in once again tonight on Behind Your Basketball, covering an incredible, great matchup here. A long waited for around a month as we got tonight the Brooklyn Nets to take on the Philadelphia 76ers. James Harden, a month ago, traded at the trade deadline from Brooklyn, now playing with Philadelphia, teaming up with Joel Embiid. They have been on a tear, 5-0 with James Harden on the court alongside Joel Embiid after the trade deadline. And the Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie, road game today, will be playing. Ben Simmons showed up, will not be playing, but he is in attendance on the bench for Brooklyn in this game. And Kevin Durant, fully healthy, back into action as we're going to have a good one, hopefully, tonight between these two teams. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, go get the popcorn. We have around 10 to 15 minutes of pregame, and then we're going to be getting ready to call this one on the tip tonight here, play-by-play on the channel for this matchup here. Brooklyn trying to stay afloat in the Eastern Conference, as right now they are in the play-in game. 8th in the East overall at 500, 33-33, 20-15 on the road. Philadelphia, 40-24, currently number 3 in the Eastern Conference, 19-13 in their home court. This is the first meeting of the season between KD and Kyrie of Brooklyn versus James Harden and Joel Embiid of Philadelphia. Make sure to vote in that poll too, what you guys would like as well. Who do you got in this one? Nets or Sixers? And we got a lot of great stuff going on. This is a standalone game tonight in the NBA. Philadelphia, a 4-point favorite, over under at 236.5, and this game is at Philly at the Wells Fargo Center. Alex, Ethan, Vegas, Rude Boy Ron, welcome to the stream, everybody, for being a part of the channel tonight. Both of these teams in complete opposite directions for like the last month or so. Brooklyn just 4-17 ever since they had that 11-game losing streak starting off on January 23rd. After the All-Star break, just a 2-5 record. Philadelphia is red hot, 8-2 in their last 10 for the Sixers. And James Harden teaming up with Joel Embiid, they are undefeated together at 5-0 with Harden's appearance in the court for the Sixers. This game's going to feature 2 of the top 5 scorers in the NBA. Embiid tied with first, with Giannis averaging 29.1 or 29.7. Kevin Durant averaging 29.1, number 4 in the NBA, behind Embiid, Giannis, and LeBron. A lot of great basketball action going on, especially college hoops at this hour. Tons of games. Conference tournaments has begun. I know Providence with a close victory today over Butler this afternoon. Michigan blew a 17-point lead, eventually lost in the hands of Indiana. Probably going to put Michigan out of the bracket, 17-14 in my opinion. Not good enough to make it in, even though they got a lot of quality victories. They've gone win-loss for the past month or so. Not sure if they're going to make it in. Wyoming, they look like they were going to blow it against UNLV. They got 3 seconds to redeem themselves, make the bracket. 57-56 Wyoming. We'll keep you guys posted there. Pac-12, Colorado leading Oregon, 6 minutes left to play, 65-59 the score in that game, as there's a lot of just tensions going off here with these teams. We've seen a couple teams obliterate teams already. Iowa destroying Northwestern, and North Texas putting on a roll against their opponent Rice in the first round. It should be enough for North Texas to get into the bracket, even if they do lose Conference USA Championship. They only got 5 losses. If they do get a 6th against UAB or something like that in Conference USA, should be enough to get 2 teams from that conference. Well deserved. They got 4 teams with 9 losses or less, I think. UAB, North Texas, Middle Tennessee, and Louisiana Tech was the other one. They got a couple of NBA draft prospects on the board. On the board too. Jordan Jelly Walker for the Blazers, for UAB, Kenneth Lofton Jr. for Louisiana Tech. So that conference definitely needs to get the respect that they deserve. Oklahoma leading Butler 2016. Oklahoma trying to fight to see if they can win some games for a chance to be in the tournament. That's what Texas A&M did today. Texas A&M going to have to win some more games for them because they knocked off Florida. Florida goes to the NIT. Villanova losing against St. John's 19-16. Michigan State up over Maryland 43-34. A lot of great stuff going on today. Yeah, BC almost pulled off the back-to-backer. Beat Wake Forest yesterday. Wake Forest probably going to go to the NIT and almost beat Miami. That would have made things interesting if they won against Miami. Rude Boy, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, so Juwan Howard comes back, and it results in an L by Michigan, blowing a 17-point lead. Oof. If anybody's interested in joining the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group, feel free to do so. That link is pinned to the chat, as we have around 30 people plus signed up for that. If anybody's interested, feel free to do so. Right now in the pregame, long-awaited KD and Kyrie of Brooklyn going up against Harden and Embiid of Philadelphia, as we're going to be tipping off in about 10 minutes from now, be calling play-by-play of this matchup. This is a standalone single game going on tonight at this time slot. There's only 2 games in the NBA for tonight. The other game is the late game later tonight, and that is... I'm going to pull it up here. It's the 10 o'clock game. That is the Warriors at the Nuggets later tonight. So there's only 2 games in the association. Philadelphia coming in 4-point favorites in this one. Yeah, Major League Baseball a couple hours ago passing that they're going to have a season. They're going to do the full schedule for Major League Baseball. So I heard about that a couple hours ago. They finally were able to resolve it. Thank goodness for them. AC, welcome on the stream here, man. Yeah, I'd say Miami's probably going to get to a 10 seed, most likely, for the tournament. That's for college basketball. Miami Hurricanes, yeah. I saw Notre Dame was in some trouble against Virginia Tech. So many games going on. We'll keep you guys posted throughout the night as far as college. They went late tonight in the NBA slate as far as games. Bradley, welcome back in, man. So no Ben Simmons tonight, but Ben Simmons did arrive at the arena. He arrived to booze as he was walking onto the arena with his team. This is the first time that we've seen Ben Simmons in attendance on the bench area this season at an NBA arena. What's good? That part. Welcome to the stream, man. So where they have it right now, the cutoff line's at number 6. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the 6th place team in the Eastern Conference. There's a 3-game split between them and Toronto, as Cleveland's 3 games up ahead of Toronto for the play-in game. Brooklyn's at number 8 right now in the East, as Charlotte has been losing quite a bit lately. Charlotte has bounced back to number 9, Atlanta at number 10. D. Wade, welcome back in here, brother. Yeah, you guys played your hearts out yesterday there for Louisville, man. Virginia's they're really tough defensively. They just slow down the game that, like, you can barely get any looks out. Those are, like, some of the, like, toughest teams to see for the tournament is how they're going to do, because they're not, like, those teams like Virginia. St. Mary's is another type of those teams. They're just so slow as far as their pace. They don't have, like, great numbers offensively, but, like, they're just so slow with their offensive pace that it's like every single possession gets to be a grind, and you have to just basically, to win the game, you have to outshoot them and out-rebound them and get second chance points. And if you can't get second chance points, then it's going to be a tough game. Because those are the matchups that say you have a slow-paced type of team, like Butler is another prime example of that. Butler went down to the wire today against Providence. Providence is not an efficient shooting team. Providence relies on a lot of second-chance points that they get, and Butler just slowed down the entire game for them to play into their favor. And that's how some of these teams are going to find up their way winning tournament games, is if they get that type of matchup into the hands of a team that just can't shoot the ball that well, and struggle in that game specifically on the glass trying to get offensive rebounds, then it's going to go into the favor of some of those teams that slower tempo. St. Mary's, North Texas for sure. North Texas is drawing either UConn or Arkansas in the bracket, which I really like both of those teams, but if they're able to get like another 5 on the other side, that can make things really interesting, potentially. What's good, Chicago Bulls 123? Welcome back in, Mr. Zigzag. Welcome in, dude. Iowa was tearing it up today. Put up over 60 at halftime. That's unbelievable. And overshadowed with this, I heard that Khalil Mack went to the Chargers today too. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you back in. Get the popcorn ready for this one. We're going to tip off in about 5 minutes from now. So still some time to roll out that popcorn for tonight, possibly. Of course, there's always time to break it in with the timeouts, with fouls occurred in the game, chances for whistles. Probably going to see a lot of whistles tonight. Philadelphia goes to the free throw line more than any team in the NBA. And then plus halftime, you got a lot of opportunities tonight to break out the popcorn for this one. Yeah, I've been hearing possibly Brian's Ravens might have a chance for Tyrann Mathieu. I've been hearing between the Ravens and the Saints. 2 microwave bags right there for D Wade. There you go, man. Yeah, this is really good as far as what we got right now for pregame numbers. Appreciate all for joining in tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and glad to have you guys back at the channel. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Who do you got in this one? Sixers or Nets in this matchup? Connor, welcome in. Wow, Wyoming won. That might have just put them in the bracket. They were trailing a lot of that game against from earlier today. They were in jeopardy of getting swept. That was against UNLV, and they ended up winning by 3, 59-56. Yeah, I checked that with like 3 minutes left to go. They were down by 5. I was like, jeez. If they had lost that one, I'm not sure. I don't think they would have made it in with 8 losses. Because their season, that kind of reminded me of how Rhode Island's had played from 2 years ago. Rhode Island was like an 8 seed. Around 3 weeks before Selection Sunday, and then they just went on this like losing streak, and then they just lost their way out, and they wouldn't have made it into the bracket if there was a tournament in 2020. Villanova struggling against St. John's right now, 24-16, and Baylor struggling against Oklahoma, 22-16. So this is quite odd. It's gonna be a random tournament. NBA Ferran, welcome in, man. Best of luck there. Taking Embiid tonight, 31.5. I think we're going to be seeing the points explode off the scoreboard in this one. Brooklyn comes into this game 22nd in total defense, giving up around 112 points to their opponents. And yeah, last 2 games they've gotten shredded. Gave up 126 and 54 points to Jason Tatum on Sunday. And then last game they happened to score 132. They beat the Hornets in the last matchup on Tuesday, 132-121. Kyrie dropping down 50. And then for Philadelphia, they're coming off a victory on Monday, winning against Chicago, 121-106. Joel Embiid with 43 points, 14 boards. What's good, Lorenzo? Welcome back in. Metronome on the stream. Welcome on board. This game should start anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes from now. We'll tip it off. Yeah, Barco's got Michigan State. Final Four, thank me later. Shades of UCLA from last year. Yeah, UCLA was like cold at the end of the year. They were the last team in the bracket, and then the rest is history. Final Four. I took the Sixers by 6 in this one. 127-121 is my prediction. So I'm going to go for the Sixers to cover this one. Ben Simmons in the building tonight. He will not be playing for Brooklyn, but we saw his return to the Wells Fargo Center earlier today. Cameron, welcome back in, man. This has been a long and waited for. James Harden a month ago traded at the trade deadline over to an Eastern Conference rival. 5-0 with Joel Embiid for Harden ever since his trade to Philadelphia. Kevin Durant, he is back healthy. Coming off some massive games lately for KD. Kyrie coming off a 50-point game in the last matchup against Charlotte. I think the points are going to fly off the board in this one. Ben Simmons, he's got the black and yellow Louis Vuitton jersey for today. So yeah, all these crazy storylines. Incredible that these two teams able to meet up a month after the trade deadline. I wish it was the big three for Brooklyn that they had with Simmons. That would be something if Simmons was able to play today. But they still go duo against duo. Joel Embiid this season, 32 double-doubles, 2 triple-doubles. He is on the top of the MVP ballot right now this season. Happy birthday, Harry. Thanks so much for joining in. Right now, I'm going to go Embiid right now. John, what's good, brother? Glad to have you in the stream, man. A long-waited-for matchup here. Here we go for tonight. Brooklyn against Philadelphia. Standalone game on an NBA Thursday night. Bruce Brown, Kevin Durant, Andre Drummond, Seth Curry, Kyrie Irving. Starting 5 for the Brooklyn Nets. Starting 5 for the Sixers. Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Tyrese Maxey. Brooklyn. White uniforms. Black numbers, black letters. Philadelphia, blue jerseys, white numbers, white letters. James Harden, he's pumped up for this one. Undefeated with his new teammate Joel Embiid at 5-0 this season for Harden. Harden just balling out here with Embiid. Harden's averaging over 24 points per game, over 7 rebounds, and over 12 assists per game with Embiid in Philadelphia. All right, so here we go. We're going to tip off in just a moment. Philadelphia for this one, the Wells Fargo Center for a long-awaited matchup with James Harden versus his former team. Kyrie and KD for the Nets taking on Embiid and Harden of Philadelphia. As we are almost on our way for this matchup. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and thanks so much all for joining in. Book Nerd, Chris, glad to have you guys in for tonight. F-Rain on the stream, welcome in. So sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully things go much better for you, brother. As we just tipped it off, Brooklyn has the ball first as they go left to right in the court. And Kyrie with the possession. Bounce passes it over to Durant. Durant at the wing. He's defended by Harris. Dribbles towards his left. Durant gives it out to the elbow. Bruce Brown back to Durant. Lobs it over to Brown. Brown floats up the mid-range jumper. Off the back rim, tipped off the backboard. And a defensive rebound pulled down the near side by Thybulle. Sixers with the ball. And they lose control of it. Turnover. Brooklyn comes out with a steal. 3-on-2. Kyrie, dish out to the corner. Curry takes a 3. Missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound. Durant. Jumper. Easy. Hits it. Right at the elbow. Second chance points right there by KD. Brooklyn up 2-0. Johnny, what's good, brother? Welcome back in. JD in the stream. Glad to have you guys in. Hit me up in the chat. Who you got in this one, Nets or Sixers? Make sure to vote in the poll as well. 1 minute through, Embiid down low, turn around, hits it, falling away over Drummond. Nets with the ball. Durant will bring it up the court. Top of the key off the pick set by Drummond. He rolls down. Durant at the elbow. Bounce pass down low. In the coverage. Tapped out of bounds. Referees will point, and they say it's a turnover by Brooklyn. Philadelphia has it. Maxey will take it up the court. Maxey at the edge of the Sixers logo. Passes outside to Embiid. Embiid defended by Drummond. Dribbles up. His former teammate. Embiid double team. Ball slapped away from him by Bruce Brown. It's going to go out of bounds. Philadelphia will get the ball back. Stakes are so high in this type of matchup here. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of just physicality and aggressiveness in this one today. An absolute bloodbath, but I bet we're going to see points fly off the board too. Harden drives inside. He gets stripped. Ball goes out of bounds again. 3.5 on the shot clock. Sixers will get the inbound. Maxey underneath the Philadelphia hoop. Lobs it off to Embiid. Embiid powers his way down the middle. Inside, and he missed it off the rim. Missed the slam dunk. Looking for the call. Couldn't get one. The refs say play on. Referees letting them play on tonight. Durant straight down the lane. Throws it down with a right-handed jam. KD with all 4 points so far for Brooklyn. Lob inside Embiid. As a foul will occur in a reach, and it's going to be charged to Drummond. The clock will stop with 10:09. Riley, welcome in, man. So Kevin Durant, all 4 points so far. Just threw down a slam dunk straight down the rim. Able to split 2 defenders in the process. Philadelphia coming up with the inbounds on the far side of the court. Harden gives it off to Embiid, top of the free throw circle. Embiid hands it off to Harden. Harden at the free throw circle working on Drummond. Step back jumper, 15-footer. Missed off the back rim by James. And it goes back to Brooklyn with Kyrie with the defensive rebounds. Kyrie at the wing, defended by Harden. Over his former teammate. Takes the 3. Money by Kyrie. 72 Nets. Kyrie coming off a 50-point night against Charlotte on Monday. 9.5 left to go in the first. Maxey at the wing, turns the corner, floats up the runner, 15-footer, missed off the front rim, tipped up the thigh ball, offensive rebound for Philly. Over to Harden, dish out to the corner, Maxey, pump fake, dribbles to his right, takes the jumper, deep 2, swoosh. Tyrese Maxey, first bucket of the night for Philly. 9:15 left to go in the first. Nets with the ball. Durant passes off to Curry. Curry dribbles up to the elbow, gets some space, takes the jumper, hits it, too easy. Right there for Curry. Creating your own shot. It's been a big one so far in this matchup. As we see right there. Kyrie with a jumper right before. Made the 3. Curry able to create his own shot. And there's a jumper. 15-footer. But Tobias Harris called for the push-off. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Turnover by Philadelphia. 8:56 left to go in the first. Harris pushing off on Durant. Justin, welcome in. Kyrie takes it up the court, swings it over to KD, falling away, jumper at the free throw circle, lets it rain through, 2 more by Kevin Durant, up to 6. Philly with the ball, Maxey takes up the court, passes out to Harris. Harris with 10 on the shot clock, moves it outside. Maxey, Harden, now Embiid gets a touchdown low. Embiid backs his way on Drummond as he puts it up. First one was blocked, gets it right back again. And able to draw the contact and the foul by Bruce Brown. Clock will stop. 8:23 left to go in the first. That looked like it might have been a goaltend on the first one right before. Embiid was even pleading the case there. They didn't give him the 2 points, though. Embiid will head to the free throw line. Shooting 2 for Philadelphia. First shot is good. Second shot coming up at the line for Embiid. And no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Kyrie comes up with a defensive rebound. 8:15 left to go. Bounce pass top of the free throw circle. Drummond moves it out to the corner. Bruce Brown left wide open. Takes the three. Couldn't convert. Off the back rim. Harden with a defensive rebound. On the far side, Harden defended by Kyrie. Crossover. Dribbles towards his left. Pump fake. Bounce pass off to Embiid mid-block. Working on Drummond one-on-one. Backs his way. Double team. Durant comes along. Turn around. Hits it. Joel Embiid for two. 11-7 the score is Philadelphia. Trying to come back. A lot of game remaining with under 8 left to go in the first. Durant already with 6, looking for 8, takes the jumper. That is too easy. 18-footer straight away, right through the pipe it goes for KD. Philly with the ball, 7.5 left to go in the first. On the outside, they move it out to the top. Pump fake Embiid. Dribbles into the key. Ooh, heavy contact right there. Embiid and Durant. As Durant goes down, it's going to be a blocking foul called on KD. Things getting heated right there for a moment. Massive contact there. Wow. Colorado beat Oregon, so yeah, Oregon's not in the bracket. Sheesh. Yeah, I thought Oregon would have made a run in the Pac-12 tournament, and then I saw that Will Richardson was out for the entire tournament. So yikes. I think the Pac-12 is wide open. Arizona, I had Arizona as a Final Four team, and they just had their point guard go down today. Looked like a pretty significant injury. I have to rethink that all over again right now. Because, yeah, Arizona's metrics are incredible. Just that's a massive loss. 1 for 2 that trip at the line by Embiid. Curry at the right baseline. Now out to the wing, receives the pass, shoots the 3, and that is good by Curry. Taking on the role from Joe Harris for Seth Curry. Arriving at the trade deadline from Philly over to Brooklyn. That's a step-back jumper. James Harden, first 3 made in the night. 7 minutes left to go in the first at the rim. Kyrie will put it up, gets blocked from the side. So the clock will stop with 6:58 left to go. So we're going to take a timeout here on the floor. 16-11 with under 7 left to play in the first. It's going to be a good night here. Great game to start out in this one. Points coming off the scoreboard. And it's starting to get intense out there. Heated between these two teams. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified. Future live streams I do cover. I cover a mix between NBA games, also college basketball games tomorrow. Tomorrow night I plan on covering the Big 12 semifinals for tomorrow night. Teams are to be determined. For the teams that win today, I know Kansas won earlier today against West Virginia, so they're in the Big 12 semis. Baylor, slow struggle. Leading, though, at the start of the second half, about to begin, up over Oklahoma, 33-27. St. John's leading Villanova, 30-23. Michigan State up over Maryland, 59-44. And Virginia Tech, keep on winning. They'll get into the bracket. Probably going to have to win ACC tournament to do so most likely. But Virginia Tech right now beating Notre Dame by 11, 42-31 at halftime. And then North Texas commanding lead up 57-34 against Rice. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group. That link is pinned to the chat up there. Anybody is welcome to join in. Selection Sunday, 3 days away for college basketball. Yeah, it should be Brooklyn ball once we get back from the timeout. What's good, No Ego? Welcome back in. Yeah, that's shocking right there. St. John's beating Villanova. Only 23 in the first half. All right, so we're going to come out of the timeout. 16-11, and Brooklyn will get the inbounds. They give it over to Kyrie. Back from the timeout. Under 7 minutes left to go in the first. Curry passes to Kyrie. Fadeaway three at the wing. It comes up short. Air ball as Harden comes up with a defensive rebound. Maxey passes off to Embiid. Lost the handle. Turnover stolen by Durant. Here they go in the 3-on-2. Durant bounce pass. Swoop from behind. Maxey had it for a chance. Curry able to get it back. Passes out to the corner to Kyrie. Shoots the three and he hits it over Thibault. 19-11 for Brooklyn. I'm going to go KD in this one for the scoring leader. Straight down the lane, Maxey, tough driver, and he's able to finish with a right hand up in and off the glass. Bruce Brown. They give it outside. It's into the hands of Kyrie, edge of the Sixers logo. Kyrie dribbles up, driving on Embiid. Bounce pass off to Drummond, and it's going to be a reach and fall down inside. Clock will stop with 5:58. So Brooklyn will get the inbound coming up by... Brooklyn's going to go to the free throw line, actually, here with Drummond. And the first one he missed. Yeah, I did a couple of gaming videos. I haven't played video games in years, though. I just haven't had the time to do so. Yeah, I did the gaming videos when I was feeling like down and depressed and stuff. Wasn't feeling too confident about myself from 2 years ago, back last April. Maxey just shot an air ball. It goes right back to the nets. Curry on the outside, defended by Maxey. Off the pick set by Drummond. Drummond rolls down. Pump fake Curry. Create space. Open two, and he hits it. Nice start tonight against his former team for Seth Curry in this matchup for Brooklyn. Nets are 9 for 13 in the first quarter shooting. Curry's up to 7 points. Number 2 scorer behind Durant with 8. Harden passing down the lane off to Embiid. Embiid drawing contact here. And a foul by Brooklyn as Embiid will shoot 2 at the line. Philly coming up in the bonus. And that's what the Sixers do best. Most free throw make so far this season in the NBA as a team. First one is good for Embiid. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Hit me up in the chat who you got in this one tonight, Nets or Sixers. And make sure to vote in that poll as well if you haven't already done so. Second shot coming up at the free throw line for Joel Embiid. And that one is good. 7-point game, 5:25 left to go in the first quarter. Kyrie takes it up the court for Brooklyn. Dribbles up to the elbow. Now inside the key. Pump fake on Maxey. Puts one up and scores. Count it and one. Kyrie coming off a 50-point game against Charlotte. in the last game for the Nets. Able to just get Maxey to bite on the pump fake inside the key. Maxey went up for it. And then Kyrie able to absorb the contact, and through the contact able to get the bucket. Yeah, Ben Simmons is in a Louis Vuitton jersey out on the bench right now. Free throw off the back rim, missed by Kyrie. There he is right now, showing up on the TV screen. He's got the kangaroo necklace around him. As Harden will float up the shot at the baseline, no good off the back rim, looking for the foul call, couldn't get one. Curry at the wing, crossover on George Niang. Curry dribbles, drives, right down the lane, floats one up with a right hand, and another bucket by Seth Curry for Brooklyn against his former team. Leads to a timeout taken by Doc Rivers. 4:50 left to go in the first quarter. The superstars for the Nets showing up right out of the gate in this one. Kevin Durant with 8, Kyrie with 8, and Seth Curry adding in sharpshooting in place of Joe Harris at the trade deadline picked up, and he's the top scorer in the game with 9 right now for Brooklyn. Leading the way for the Sixers, 8 points by Joel Embiid. Harden's got 3 points so far, just 1 assist, 1 for 4 from the floor. If you're new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here tonight on an incredible matchup. Standalone game in the NBA on this Thursday night, March the 10th of 2022, about 1 month after the trade where James Harden was acquired by the Philadelphia 76ers from the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, this is the largest lead right now. Brooklyn's been able to get to the rim, making some tough shots too, falling away. It's just all about creating your own shot so far, and that's exactly what the Nets have done right out of the gate in this one. Off of pump fakes, able to draw the defender up in the air, slide to the left, slide to the right, create your own space, able to knock down some nice jumpers with sweet touches so far in this one. Quick update right now to some of the college basketball games for conference tournaments. Baylor leading Oklahoma, started the second half, 33-27. St. John's up over Villanova, 30-23. Michigan State leading Maryland, 65-51. Virginia Tech started the second half up over Notre Dame, 42-31. And then from earlier today, Wyoming won. So they came back they were able to win their game over UNLV. So Wyoming still in the bracket right now. 59-56 victory. Colorado beat Oregon 80-69. So the season officially comes to a close for Oregon without their point guard Will Richardson for the Pac-12 tournament. Boise State able to sneak one out past Nevada 71-69. Yeah, Indiana in that elimination game against Michigan, that should have been an elimination game. I don't think there's any way a 17-14 team can make the tournament, which includes a loss to UCF. Indiana came down by 17, beat Michigan today, 74-69. The blowout of the day goes to Iowa. 19 made threes, destroyed Northwestern 112-76. They scored over 60 at halftime. That's a team that nobody wants to face. They're getting hot at the right time. We get back to action. 4:35 left to go in the first. Philly with the ball gets poked loose. And Brooklyn called and another foul picked up. It's going to be on Drummond once again. So that will send Embiid back to the free throw line. So Embiid getting plenty of volume so far at the free throw line. He is 4 of 5 so far. First one is good. What's good, Chio Rico? Welcome to stream, man. Second one's up by Embiid, and that one drops down as well. Daniel, welcome in. Back to single digits, 4:30 left to go in the first half. Curry now has the ball as he brings it up the court. Gives it over on the wing to Kyrie. Swings it over to KD. Pump fake. Shovels it out to the corner. Pump fake Curry. Launches a 3 to his left. Took it off the rim. Offensive rebound pulled down by Drummond. Outside of Curry. Moves it over to Durant. Durant with 4 minutes left to play on the clock. Nice bounce pass down low off to Bruce Brown. Couldn't finish, though, off the side of the glass. And Embiid comes up with a defensive rebound. Embiid, dish out to the wing. Niang, open 3, takes it, missed off the rim. Tipped up, offensive rebound for a moment, and Embiid collides with a Nets defender, and Embiid gets fouled. And that's Bruce Brown. So Bruce Brown is going to head to Bruce Brown was the one who picked up the loose ball foul. So Joel Embiid will head back to the free throw line. Roger, welcome in once again. Oh, yeah, I'd love to see that, man. Iowa against Gonzaga or Auburn. A lot of points in those games. First one missed off the back room, too strong by Embiid. Embiid's going to shoot a second one coming up here. 3:54 left to go in the first. Embiid, the top scorer for Philadelphia, as he's got 10 points. Free throw number 2, that is through. Nets with the ball in the backcourt. Goran Dragic, acquired off of the buyout market, hands it off to Durant, off of a double team, passes to the corner. Dragic dribbles up to the elbow, takes the jumper over Shake Milton, skipped around the rim and missed. Niang comes out with a defensive rebound for Philadelphia. 3.5 left to go in the first. Maxey pushes it out to the wing to Embiid. Embiid working on Drummond. Left baseline dribble. Embiid underneath, powers his way to the bucket, count it, and one. Joel Embiid back to the free throw line, a familiar spot where he has gone to multiple times so far in the first half. Embiid 7 for 10 in this game at the charity stripe. And this will be a 6th trip to the free throw line tonight. The crowd getting into it right now with that and one opportunity there by Joel Embiid. Cuts it to a 6-point game. Going to be a lot of whistles, exactly how they drew it up. Philadelphia, most free throw makes in the NBA. Drummond a little bit hobbled as Drummond will head towards the bench right now for Brooklyn. And that free throw is good by Embiid. 3-point play complete. Joel Embiid, top scorer for the Sixers with 14. 3:20 left to go in the first. Brown at the right block, dribbles back out, moves it outside to Dragic. Dragic at the top of the key, defended by Thibault, moves it into the hands of KD. KD defended 1-on-1 by Shake Milton, now double team, brings along Thibault, kick out to the corner. Dragic, left baseline dribble, dump off underneath Bruce Brown, puts it up and in, off the glass and scores. Nice ball feed right there. Dragic off to Brown. Received it off the cut to the hoop. Niang. Maxey. Milton to the corner. Goes to Thibault. Dribbles towards his right. Maxey passes out left wing. Milton over to Thibault. Shoots a 3 at the baseline. Skipped around the rim and out. Defensive rebound gets pulled down by Brooklyn, as that is a rebound picked up by Nick Claxton. First minute into the game, and then they lost it underneath, looking for Claxton with a lob. Goes back to Philly, down by 7. Embiid moves it outside to Maxey. Maxey dribbles top of the free throw circle, shovels it out to Embiid. Embiid pump fake at the elbow. Ooh, stripped of the ball, looking for the call, couldn't get it. Stolen away by Brooklyn, 2-on-1. That is an extra feed down low. Dragic to Bruce Brown on the 2-on-1 and throws it down with a slam. Two-handed flush off the steal. 2 points right there off of the turnover by Brooklyn to go up by 9. Embiid will try it again, this time on the outside. Dribbles up. Left baseline jumper. Skipped around the rim as he was working on Claxton. And the rebound goes back to Brooklyn. 3 taken. That is good straight away by Kevin Durant from the outside. Brooklyn extending it to 12. Durant up to 11. Hey, Matt, welcome to the stream. Brian, welcome in. Minute 35 left to go in the first. Maxey dribbles up. 15-footer straight away. Off the front rim, missed. Tipped up. Battle for the rebound, and it goes to Durant. Nets have the ball right back on the near side. Durant working on Thibault. Pick gets set by Claxton. Opens up Durant. Fires away from 3. Contested by Embiid. Hit the rim short. And Niang comes out with a defensive rebound. Minute 15 left to go in the first. Open at the corner, Shake Milton. They move it inside to Embiid. Embiid powers his way. As we have another foul, it's by Brooklyn as Joel Embiid will head back to the free throw line. As we got some words going on right now between Embiid and Durant at this moment. Things getting chippy right here in this good newly started rivalry. Oh, baby, yeah. Get that popcorn ready. Everybody out there in the arena. They're pumped right now, having some big-time words, baby. Joel Embiid and Kevin Durant. Oh, yeah, gotta love those words right now. Woo! Joel Embiid back to the free throw line, coming up to shoot 2. A spot that is way too familiar with him throughout the course of this game. This will be a 7th trip to the free throw line in the first quarter. 1:11 left to go in the first. 2 shots by Embiid. First one is good. Hit me up in the chat. Who do you got in this one? Nets or Sixers tonight? In a big-time, heated rivalry that we're going to see, hopefully for years to come, between these two teams, superstars, battling it out constantly on the court. Give me a 7-game series with these teams in the playoffs. Might even meet up first round. How they meet in the bracket. That's going to be interesting either way. I see them meeting up in the bracket for sure. Second shot by Embiid. That's good. 10-point game, 110. Left to go in the first. Dragic takes it up past midcourt. Dragic dribbles towards his left. Drives. Down the lane. Passes off to James Johnson. Moves it to the corner. Here's a jumper, and that is good for Brooklyn to extend it to 12. That is Patty Mills, who is on the board for his first bucket of the night. Harden gives it over to Embiid. Backs his way low post. Embiid passes to the corner. Niang moves it over to Embiid. Gives it out to the corner to Harden. 5 in the shot clock. 38 seconds left to play. Harden around the wing. Dribbles up inside. He is quadruple teamed as the ball gets deflected from behind by Durant. Rolls out of bounds with 0.5 of a second left to play. At 500, the Brooklyn Nets, stone cold for the past 2 months, trying to see if they can have this as a turnaround game and able to see if they can dig themselves out of the play-in game and put themselves into the top 6 of the East come playoff time. Their motivation to get themselves to at least 6 is to lob over the top for Harden is a shot clock violation. Dig themselves right out of the play-in game, get themselves to 6, and then play Philadelphia in the first round and kick them out. That's what Brooklyn's trying to do. Brooklyn currently at number 8 in the East. 30 seconds left to go in the first. Nets with the ball. Durant double team. Passes down the lane. Driving. Open dunk. That is too easy by the Nets. That is James Johnson getting in on the action. Statement first quarter here for Brooklyn. 20 seconds left to go. Harden at the wing, defended by Dragic. 1 second differential between shot clock and game clock. Edge of the midcourt logo for Harden. Harden dribbles up to the top of the key. Crossover as he drives. Straight down the lane. Blocked. Get that out of there. James Johnson with a huge rejection. Off to Kyrie. Takes the 3. Bang, bang. He delivers. 1/10 of a second left to go. Off of the block. They play defense. They got 3 points out of it. And the Brooklyn Nets, what a start in this matchup today. 40-23 at the end of one on the road. Looking to start something here. The fuel to the fire. And the superstars of the Nets showing up in the first quarter. One quarter in the books. A lot more basketball left to go. Don't change the dial, because this is far from over tonight. Offensively, James Harden been pretty silent. Kyrie and KD showing up, 11 points for the two of them, combining to shoot the ball 9 of 11 from the floor between the two for 22 points. Kyrie and KD combining for 1 point less than Philadelphia as a team. Seth Curry adding in 9. 50% from 3 for Brooklyn in the first quarter. 5 of 10, 65% from the floor, creating their own shot. Tons of space, making it drop out there. 16 points by Embiid. He's gone to the free throw line 7 times in that first quarter. And then, other than that, James Harden 1 for 6. Only made a step back 3, and that was it. Harden 3 points, just 1 assist, 1 for 6 from the floor so far for Harden. A lot of work need to be done for Philadelphia if they want to crawl to the hole right now in this one. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified future live streams I do cover. I cover basketball action, play-by-play of NBA games, also college basketball games as well. Tomorrow night I'll be covering college basketball doubleheader of the Big 12 Conference semifinals. Feel free to tune in for those 2 games tomorrow night. Also, if anybody would like to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group for March Madness, 3 more days to Selection Sunday. Feel free to do so. That link is pinned to the chat. Anybody is welcome to join in. Last year, we had over 100 people join the group. I think this year, we have over 30 currently so far, and we still have 1 week remaining before the round of 64 begins for the NCAA tournament. Let's see what we got so far. Scoreboard updates in college basketball. St. John's is beating Villanova 41-25 with 16 minutes left to go in the second. Big shocker right there. Baylor up by only 1 against Oklahoma, 41-40. Michigan State leading Maryland, final 3 minutes remaining, 68-56. North Texas looking good. They lead Rice, final minute and a half, 66-50. Virginia Tech moving up to the bracket for them. Hokies lead Notre Dame, 15 minutes left to play, 52-38. What's good? The Cone Man on the stream. Welcome in. Amadou, welcome back in. Ben Simmons is not playing. Kevin Durant's got 11 points. Kyrie's got 11 points, and Curry has got 9. That's the top 3 scores for Brooklyn. And Embiid is carrying Philadelphia. Embiid with 16 in the first quarter, but James Harden 1 for 6 from the floor, only 3 points and 1 assist. Oakland Raiders, welcome in. NBA Gaming on the stream, welcome back in, everybody. We get back to action, 17-point lead for Brooklyn. Philadelphia with the ball first. Harris dribbles attack straight down the lane, high off the glass, missed. Offensive rebound and the putback. Sent down for Philly. Bounce pass off to Claxton for Brooklyn. Hands it off to Mills. Wide open 3 and connects on it. Patty Mills, second basket of the game. He's got 5 points. Just wide open off a simple handoff. Harden dribbles, kicked it out to the corner. Dangerous pass. Milton shoots a 3 off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Looked like it's going to be off of Brooklyn. Harris and Claxton were going for it. Last touch by Claxton. 11:08 left to go. Out to the wing for Philadelphia. Pass deflected. And stolen away by Brooklyn. Here we go. Pass ahead off to Claxton. Scores up and in. Followed by Niang as well. And he's going to shoot one. Covered up at the free throw line. Nick Claxton even being a part tonight. These role players for Brooklyn stepping up. James Johnson, Nick Claxton, Patty Mills, all contributors on the last 2 possessions scoring-wise for Brooklyn. One shot at the line for Claxton, missed off the back rim. Defensive rebound gets pulled down for Philadelphia by DeAndre Jordan. Under 11 minutes left to go in the first. Harden missed a shot, 1 for 7. Harden gets it back, stripped as it rolls out of bounds, and it will stay Philadelphia ball. I actually haven't, Lorenzo. That shot got altered, too. The last one that Harden took, that got completely altered there by Claxton. Inbound out to the corner. Jordan hands it off to Milton. Milton at the wing. Dribbles up to the baseline. A tough shot falling away. That's not a good shot look right there by Shake Milton. Kyrie burst the speed. He's on the mission and lost the handle. Tried to kick it to the corner, but not far enough. Stolen away by Philly. Down by 20. Out to the wing. Here's a 3. Niang comes up way short. Offensive rebound. Thibault. Lob over the top. DeAndre Jordan throws it down with the alley-oop jam. .05 left to go in the second. Still a long ways away. Kyrie jumper automatic. 2 more on the board right there for Kyrie. Knocks it down for the deep 2. So Kyrie's up to 13 right now in a 20-point Brooklyn lead. Under 10 left to go in the second. Harris, jumper, baseline, hits it. Able to connect over Jordan. That was over Johnson, able to connect on it. Dragic passes off to Claxton. Claxton moves it over to James Johnson for Brooklyn. 9.5 left to go. James Johnson dribbles up, crossover at the free throw circle, floats one up off the back rim, missed, and a defensive rebound pulled down by Jordan for Philly. Harris will take it up the court. Embiid currently on the bench. Harris had it stripped, rolls out of bounds, last touch by Brooklyn. And it will stay Philadelphia ball with 9:13 left to play. Sixers will inbound. They got Shake Milton, James Harden, George Niang, DeAndre Jordan, Tobias Harris. That's the 5 in the court currently for Philly. As Maxey and Embiid currently on the bench. The pass down low off to DeAndre Jordan. He gets blocked to the rim by James Johnson. Philadelphia gets it back though. Harden off of a double team at the left block. Harden 8 on the shot clock. Looking to pass it off. Dribbles back. Defended closely by Mills and Johnson. Able to get it away to the wing. Milton cross court pass off to Harris. Fires away from 3. It's up and he drills it. Crowd gets into it big time right there. Big time bucket by Tobias Harris from the outside for Philadelphia. Cuts the Brooklyn lead to 15. 8:35 left to go in the second. Dragic, Kyrie, James Johnson, Patty Mills, and Nick Claxton. That's the 5 in the court for Brooklyn. 5 in the shot clock. Kyrie has it defended by Harden. Crossover at the wing. Kyrie dribbles, falling away. Baseline J, and around the rim missed. Philly comes out with a defensive rebounds. Asia, welcome back in. Glad to have you back on the stream. Warren, glad to have you back on the stream, brother. Grab the popcorn out for this one. Love to see these two teams in the 7-game series in the playoffs. Oh, yeah. I actually took Philly in this one, but yeah, that's not looking so well right now. James Harden has not shown up whatsoever in this game. So we have 8:10 left to play. Harris moves it out to the corner. Maxey back into the game. DeAndre Jordan still on the court in place of Joel Embiid. Harden shoots a 3, missed off the back rim, and tonight he is 1 for 10 from the floor, with just 3 points by James Harden. Loose ball. Dragic had it for a moment, bobbled it, and lost it out of bounds. Turnover, Brooklyn. Worst injury I've seen in a basketball game live, that was Kevin Ware. In the 2013 NCAA tournament. Harden attacks. Ooh, bodies collide, baby. James Harden runs right over Kevin Durant. Clock will stop with 7:47 left to play. And James Harden going to go to the free throw line. They call it a blocking foul by KD. So if you're just joining us, the superstars in the net showing up. They're the top 2 scorers between Kyrie Irving, 13 points. Kevin Durant, 11 points. Combining to shoot the ball, 10 of 13 between the two from the floor. First one is good. I saw that on TV. I was a junior in high school. I didn't see it in person. In the NCAA tournament, I was a junior in high school though. I watched that on TV. It was terrible. But he came back. So Kevin Ware came back, and I think it was 3 years later. He came back and he played for Georgia State. I believe they were a 14 seed, and they upset Baylor in the first round. So remarkable comeback by him. Because I saw that unfold. I was a junior in high school, and then I think I was a sophomore in college when he came back and they upset Baylor in the tournament. Dragic moves it out to the wing. Wide open three. KD. That's too easy right there. Way too easy for Kevin Durant to drill. As the Sixers leave him completely wide open. Harden gave up a wide open three. They pass it down low instead. And DeAndre Jordan gets fouled. So 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. 7:18 left to play for DeAndre Jordan to shoot 2 coming up. Brooklyn as a team is 66% from the floor. 2 shots here by DeAndre Jordan of Philly. First one is good. They're going to have one more coming up at the line. Pringle, welcome in. Glad to have you guys in the stream tonight. Second one is good by Jordan for the Sixers. 14-point game, 7:10 left to go. Philadelphia has made 14 free throws out of 17 attempts. Brooklyn just 1 for 4. Connecting on over 60% of their shots. They turned it over, though. Bruce Brown moved it out to the wing and off the fingertips of Seth Curry, and it goes out of bounds. Embiid comes back into the game for Philly. 7 minutes left to go. Harden, Embiid, Harris, Maxey, and George Niang. Maxey with the ball at the wing, defended by Bruce Brown. Bounce pass. Out to the baseline, off to Harris. Harris jab step working on Durant. Pump fake. Needs to get it away, though. He will pass off to Harden. 5 in the shot clock. Harden dribbles up to the top of the key. Takes the step back 3. Double teamed by his 2 former teammates. Missed off the mark, and it goes back to Brooklyn. Durant with a board, and Durant forces a double team now. Gives it over to Curry. Curry at the right wing. Pass over to KD. 12 in the shot clock. 6.5 left to go. KD. Dribbles towards his right off of a pick. Passes off the roll down. Inside one dribble. Claxton puts it up and banks it. And he scores up and in off the backboard. Nick Claxton having a pretty solid game tonight as well. Coming off the bench. He's got 4 points. Perfect 2 for 2 from the floor in 8 minutes. Along with a rebound, assist, steal, and block. Low post. Philadelphia able to get a quick bucket right there. 18-12. Brooklyn leading points in the paint +6. Claxton inside, right hand, scoop and score up and in off the window. Sneaks past Embiid for 2 more. So we're going to take a timeout here on the floor. Media break. 5:49 left remaining before halftime. Brooklyn Nets having a sizzling performance here, dropping down their shots at a 68% clip right now. 23-34 from the floor, 7-12 at 58% from 3. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here. Future live streams I do cover. I cover a mix between play-by-play of NBA games, also college basketball as well. And thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here tonight. March Madness Selection Sunday is only 3 days away. If you haven't already done so, make sure to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group if you guys enjoy college hoops too. That link is posted in the description that link is pinned into the chat if anybody's interested. It comes up in blue with a link. All is welcome to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group. All you have to do is just click the link. If you don't have an ESPN account already, create an ESPN account, and then you're able to join the group and be a part of the Bracket Challenge group, as we have currently over 30 people who have been a part so far signing up. We'll see if we can keep that number growing. Last year, we had over 100 join in. Wide Awake, welcome back in. And if anybody's interested in some merchandise here, channel merch, being a part of the Discord server, where you talk a lot of hoops. We got a bunch of categories for all different types of sports too. Feel free to join the Discord server. I got my Twitter link posted in the description of this video, along with a merchandise link as well. We got some pretty cool stuff out there. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers, sweatshirts, mugs. That link to the merchandise is posted in the chat now. But all those links, memberships, Discord, Twitter, merchandise are all posted in the description below this video. This is a standalone NBA game right now, so there's no other game being played at this moment. We take a look now towards conference tournament action, college basketball games here for the scoreboard. St. John's up over Villanova, 46-40. Villanova's coming back, though, with around 11:15 left to go in the second. Oklahoma leading Baylor 55-50 to score. Oklahoma really wants to be a part of March Madness. If they pull off a quality victory, it will move them up to that bubble cutoff line most likely. They would be a game ahead of Michigan at 18-14 with a win today. 55-50 Oklahoma with under 8 left to play in the second. Michigan State about to blow it against Maryland. 74-72. Maryland has stormed right back down by double digits. We'll keep you guys posted with 16 seconds left to go in that game. Notre Dame trying to come back against Virginia Tech. Under 10 minutes left to play. Va-Tech leads 58-50. They just hit a jumper, make it 60-50. Miami, Boise State, Wyoming. Teams that squeaked out close victories that keep themselves in the bracket right now. Specifically, Wyoming. They came from behind. They beat UNLV by 3. North Texas with a big victory today in the Conference USA first round over Rice, 68-50. We get back from the timeout, 16-point game with 5.5 left to go. And Joel Embiid will head back to the free throw line once again. He had 10 free throw attempts in the first quarter. That is the most all season. Philadelphia's got they've got a good chunk of their points at the free throw line tonight. First one by Embiid is good. Second shot coming up by Embiid. Philly's in the bonus as well. And he hits it. So Embiid is 12 of 15 now on free throws. Embiid up to 18 points. Ben Simmons is not playing. He's at the arena though, so Ben Simmons is on the bench. He's in a Louis Vuitton jersey. Welcome in Aaron on the stream. 5:15 left to go in the second. Up by 14 for Brooklyn. Kyrie passes off to KD. Pass was tipped, though, and Philadelphia called in a foul on the outside. Doc Rivers can't believe it. His hand's up in the air. James Harden's hand's up in the air. Wincing all about it right now. James Harden not too happy about that one. And a jumper is good from the perimeter off the inbound by Brooklyn. 57-40 for the Nets. That is Seth Curry into double figures as he just made another three-point shot. He's up to 12 points. 40% of the Philadelphia points have been scored at the free throw line so far. 16 of 40. Here's a three by Harden, and that's off the front rim. James Harden, stone cold. James Harden tonight, He's got himself 5 points, 1 of 12 from the floor. Let's go to Lane. Christopher, welcome to stream, everybody. 4:39 left to go. Just had a whistle on the court. Another one here. Believe it was on Philly. No, it's going to be on Brooklyn. So it's going to be on Brooklyn sending Thibault to the free throw line. First one is good. High volume free throws in this first half. Philadelphia 18 to 21 when it comes to free throws. Second one drops through. Four and a half left to go before halftime. Nets with the ball. Kyrie, crossover defended by Harden. Takes the three right in his face off. The front rim missed. And the defensive rebound pulled down by Embiid. Embiid, Harden, Niang, Maxey, and Thibault. That's the 5 in the court currently. Bounce pass inside. Harris is the 5th player. He just missed it inside off the back rim. Here's Durant. He takes it coast to coast, lays it up and in. That is too good right there. Kevin Durant for 2. Count it. And the foul picked up as well by Embiid as KD will head to the free throw line to shoot one. Coast to coast off the rebound through the contact. And puts it up off the left hand off the glass. Kiss off the window. G-Man, welcome in. Durant shooting one at the line. And missed. Skipped around the rim and out. Still looking like a process here for Philadelphia. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. The new process with James Harden. Brick after brick after brick in this one. Philly able to get it back. Harden kicks it out to the corner. Niang extra pass made to Embiid. Embiid passes on top. Here's a 3 straight away. Thibault missed off the front rim. They are stone cold tonight for Philly. 2 for 11 from 3-point range. 27% as a team. 11 to 42. Brooklyn comes out firing, creating their own shot, knocking it down on the spot. 68%. 25 of 37 by the Nets. 8 of 14 from the floor. What's good, Marianne? Welcome in. Yeah, Celtics have been catching a break, though. They weren't able to play. They did play against Kyrie and KD. I was thinking about the first time where they lit them up. The one on Sunday, though. They won by 6, though. Corner jumper is good by Brooklyn. I think for Brooklyn, they realize that their season, the turnaround, begins tonight for them. This one was circled on their calendar. I think this is the opportunity for them, based on how they played in the first half, to dig themselves out of the play-in game and push themselves up to the 6 come playoff time. So we're going to go on a timeout here. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. It's a 20-point Brooklyn lead, 62 to 42. All right, let's see if we can keep on adding it tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified of future live streams I cover a mix of NBA games, also college basketball streams as well. Tomorrow night, I plan on being back covering the Big 12 semifinals tomorrow night for the Big 12 conference tournament. Be 7 Eastern time, 9:30 Eastern time. You guys are welcome to join in. Also, if you're college basketball fans, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group. That link is pinned to the chat. All are welcome to join. And it's totally free to join. All you have to do is just click the link, create an ESPN account if you don't have one, and you can just join the group if anybody's interested. Joe, welcome back in. Victoria on the stream, welcome on board again. Yeah, things going pretty well, man. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant leading the way for Brooklyn tonight. 16 points each by Kyrie and KD. KD with 8 rebounds and 5 assists. And then Seth Curry also in double figures. He's got 12 points. Between that trio tonight, they're shooting the ball lights out. That is 18 made shots out of the 26 total between Durant, Kyrie, and Curry. And they are 18 of 24 total from the floor between that trio. KD, Kyrie, and Curry. And then for the Sixers, James Harden, Stone Cold, 5 points, 1 of 12. I would take Drake there. Pharrell Williams pretty good though too, Lorenzo. Villanova just took back the lead 51-50 coming from behind against St. John's. Oklahoma still leading Baylor 61-56. Virginia Tech up by 10 over Notre Dame 69-59. Final score, Michigan State survives. They beat Maryland today, 76-72. Arnell, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. Reggie Lynn, welcome to the stream. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Also, hit me up in the chat if you guys would like, if you haven't done so as well. Who do you got in tonight's game here? Nets or Sixers? Let me know. Who you got in this one? All right, we're going to get back to action. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Kyrie now on the bench for Brooklyn, as this will be an inbound coming up for Philadelphia. 3 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 3 minutes left to go. Maxey passes off to Embiid. Embiid pump fake, slides to his right, takes the deep jumper, and he airballs it. Didn't hit the rim. That will be a shot clock violation. Yes, Michigan State should be able to get to March Madness. Yeah, I know they've been losing games down the stretch, but they should be able to get in. No problem for them. I think they were on like a 9 or an 8 seed line last time I checked. Nets with the ball. Durant off a double team, swatted by Embiid. Embiid called for the reach and foul. Oh, that's incredible. Wide Awake's got a whole book of Dale Earnhardt cards. I love watching Dale Sr. race. He was my favorite. I got like a bunch of collectibles with Dale Sr. and Dale Jr. I collect like a bunch of NASCAR die casts. So Nets going to the bonus. First shot is good for Durant. Kevin Durant, top scorer for the Nets, as he's up to 17 points. Going to shoot his second one, and that goes through as well. Make it 18. Two and a half left to go before halftime. Harden, open three, and he hits it. Nets with the ball. Durant passes off to Claxton, moves it out to the corner. Curry will jack up a three. He drills that one right in front of his new teammate, Ben Simmons. Standing ovation by him right there as Curry able to fire away from three. Pass deflected by Harden. From Harden. Harden got it back, and then Harden traveled with it. That's a turnover. Oh, yeah, Ben Simmons is pumped up right there with a Curry-made three. 2 minutes left to play. Brooklyn looking to add aboard. They get the ball. Dragic feeds it over to Durant. Durant dribbles into the key. Moves it outside to Curry. Curry dribbles right past Harden. Swings it out to the wing, Durant. Durant working on Thibault 101. Durant towards his left at the elbow. Durant forces a double team. Falling away. Hit the front rim. Offensive rebound. One dribble. Puts it up and scores. Up and in. It's Nick Claxton having a big impact in this game for Brooklyn. Yursurf, welcome back in. Things going pretty well, man. Minute 30 left to go before halftime. One-sided affair. Brooklyn coming out hungry. Big block underneath is James Harden. Looking for the call. Whining about it. Couldn't get it. Here's a three on transition. Curry Missed the rim short. Rebound goes back to Maxey. Pass ahead. Off to Harden at the wing. Harden working on James Johnson. Gives it down the lane. Niang. Turn around. That hit the rim short. Offensive rebound off to Embiid. And Embiid from the behind got fouled. Going to head back to the free throw line. 1:07 left to go before half. The Nets up by 24. First shot by Embiid. That one is good. Joel Embiid, the top scorer by far for Philadelphia. 19 points by Embiid. He's got 13 of those points off of free throws. Second shot coming up by Embiid. That one is through. 22-point lead for Brooklyn, and 43% of the points by the Sixers have been at the free throw line tonight. They've attempted 23 free throws. They made 20 of those. As the pass gets bobbled, Nets able to pick it up, though. They're going to get called for the loose ball fall, poking Embiid in the eye as well. Embiid goes down. So Embiid needs a moment right now as he goes down. Ooh, Claxton right there with that left hand poked Embiid right in the eye, trying to battle for the basketball. Ooh. Yeah. Embiid got a handful and Nick Claxton to the face. Okay, so Embiid back to the free throw line once again in the bonus. Embiid's attempted the same amount of shots as the Nets have as a team when it's come to free throws tonight. First one by Embiid is good. We have 57 seconds left to play before half. Second one by Embiid, around the rim and out. Defensive rebound pulled down by Claxton. Dragic will take it up the court. Final 50 seconds. Dragic has Curry, Durant, Claxton, and James Johnson. Durant gives it out to Curry. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Moves it out to the wing. Here's Dragic, who takes the three. He hits it. Red hot from the outside. The Brooklyn Nets firing on all cylinders tonight. Hungry out of the gate. 72-48. 35 seconds left to go. That's the 11th made three of the game by Brooklyn. Step back three in the air. James Harden shoots it through for the three ball. Final 30 seconds. 9-second differential shot clock and game clock. Brooklyn has it. Dragic moves it out to the wing over to Durant. Passes it on top to Dragic. Gives it over to Durant once again. Deflected. Dragic able to pick it up, though. 2 in the shot clock. Deep range three off the side of the glass, and the defensive rebound pulled down by Embiid. Shot clock turned off. 5 seconds left to go. Harden swings it down the lane. Embiid. Heavy contact right there, and Joel Embiid called an offensive foul. Goran Dragic puts his body right on the line, takes the charge for Brooklyn, and the clock will stop with 2.3 seconds left to play. Oof. Embiid just runs over Dragic right inside the key. Nets will have the ball. 2.3 seconds left to go. The fans already exiting, going to the concessions. Kyrie has the pass, floats up the three at the horn. Well short, and we go into halftime. 72-51. Shooting efficiency. Big key in this matchup here. In favor by far of the Brooklyn Nets. Creating your own shot. Superstars to create your own shot with space. Other players stepping up. It's been the big factor tonight for the Brooklyn Nets here. Outshooting the Sixers by a landslide. 66% from the floor in the first half by Brooklyn. 29-45. 58% from three. 11 of 20 from the outside. Kyrie has made 4 threes. Seth Curry with 3. Kevin Durant has made 2 threes. And that trio has been absolutely lethal tonight. 18 points by Durant, 16 by Kyrie, 15 by Curry. And when you shoot the ball efficient like that, amazing things can happen, and for sure, they have so far in the first half. 19 out of the 29 shots have been made by that trio tonight between KD, Kyrie, and Curry. And they have combined. They're shooting the ball 19 of 25 from the floor between the trio. That is 65.5%. Philadelphia is just Embiid that's showing up here in the first half. 21 points, 15 and 19 at the free throw line. Harden has attempted 15 shots. James Harden's only made 3. What's good, Rogelio? Welcome to the stream. Joseph, welcome in. Yeah, and points in the paint too. 24-14 in favor of Brooklyn. But by far, shooting percentage, the Nets have been laser focused tonight. And everything is dropping in that first half for Brooklyn. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in tonight, being a part here on the channel. I cover basketball games, play-by-play of NBA games, also college basketball as well. If you guys enjoy March Madness, feel free to be a part here in these streams coming up. Going to have some great March Madness games within the next week or two. If anybody would like to become a part of the March Madness Bracket Challenge for the channel, that link is pinned in the chat. All are welcome to join the Bracket Challenge group, as that link is pinned in blue in the chats. Everybody's welcome to do so. Last year, we had over 100 people join the Bracket Challenge group. All you have to do is just click the link, and then if you have an ESPN account, all you have to do is just hit join for the group, and then you're entered to be a part of the group. And then when Selection Sunday comes, the brackets get released, and you have any time from Sunday to next Thursday before noontime to fill in your brackets before they lock in around noontime next Thursday. Alvin, welcome to stream, man. Quick update right now on conference tournaments going on for college basketball. Oklahoma leading Baylor, final minute, 65-62. Villanova up over St. John's, 59-58 with 4 minutes left to play. Virginia Tech leading Notre Dame, 79-71, minute and a half left to go. Magical run by Virginia Tech so far. They had to overcome a buzzer beater last night to keep themselves in the bracket. Alabama leading early over Vanderbilt, 11-6. I'm going to check out that ending to that game with Baylor playing right now. Baylor and Oklahoma. Wow, Oklahoma extending it to a 5-point lead with 49 seconds left to go. This is stunning. 68-62. Okay, so, yeah, I got word earlier that someone from Baylor went down in the game. I just saw Kinjo was the one who took the jumper but missed. And Oklahoma comes out with a defensive board. Oklahoma, you have to put in Oklahoma ahead of Michigan into the bracket. 18-14 for Oklahoma. I mean, what's worse? Michigan's loss against UCF or Oklahoma's loss against Butler? When you think back to December in non-conference play. I'd say the UCF one. For what Butler has shown. Butler knocked off Xavier yesterday. They played wire-to-wire today against Providence. This is massive for Oklahoma. If they're able to escape with this. They have 34 seconds left from doing so. 68-62 Oklahoma. So Oklahoma, okay, they are behind. Okay, so according to Lunardi, they're not even in front of Virginia Tech or Texas A&M. They're behind that grouping. I think they're in the following four outs. So Indiana moving up today. Virginia playing later tonight against UNC. Virginia could put themselves in the bracket a tad higher with a victory. Probably put themselves into the play-in at the moment. Texas A&M goes past Florida. Florida's to the NIT. Virginia Tech is going to keep on moving up. Michigan drops back. It should not be enough. I don't know how they got into the last four byes. I can understand the teams that they beat. I mean, 17 and 14. Never seen a team with that type of record make it into the bracket. Yeah, Notre Dame's going to be sweating it out come Selection Sunday. That win against Kentucky, that might have saved them for Notre Dame. (70-62) Oklahoma with 22 seconds left to go. I think everybody was counting them out. Yeah, I feel like we're going to see that this March Madness time. There's going to be a team that everybody counts out, and they go on this, like, magical run. It's crazy. What a coaching job by Porter Moser. 15 seconds left to, or 16 and a half left to play. And Oklahoma will go back to the free throw line, leading by 8 over Baylor. Wow. Baylor just hit a three. 6 seconds left to go. 70-65. Yeah, feel free to check out the merchandise if you guys are interested as well. That link is posted in the description. I'll post it into the chat if anybody's interested in it. Got some pretty cool stuff out there. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillows, stickers, sweatshirts. Oklahoma made 11 threes over Baylor. Wow. For a team that has locked up the perimeter constantly this season. For Baylor, this game they just didn't have them in them. Gotta give credit to Oklahoma. This team deserves to be in the play-in. They're gonna move on to the Big 12 semis tomorrow, 72-67 for another chance to win another game. Incredible story here for Oklahoma, pulling off the upset. They have a chance to make the bracket. Wow. They wouldn't be able to get in with 15 losses, I don't suppose. They'd have to make it all the way to the championship. Wow. Because that would be tough. I've seen teams do it with like 20 and 14 records, be in the bracket as like the last team in, but you never see of a team that's 18 and 15 make the bracket. That's the thing. (72-67), Oklahoma beats Baylor. Wow. So I think they're going to take on the winner of Texas Tech against Iowa State, the game that's going on right now. And TCU knocked off Texas today. TCU came from behind, down by 18. What's good, Andre? Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks so much for joining in. Virginia Tech, 36 seconds left to go as they lead over Notre Dame, 82-75. This game's closing out. Virginia Tech trying to make a run themselves. And they can hit free throws too. Both of them good. Yeah, Georgetown playing Seton Hall close last night. Okay, so Oklahoma's won 4 in a row. Man, this team's won 4 straight games in a row. They didn't beat any ranked teams leading up to it, though. They had won against Oklahoma State, West Virginia, Kansas State, the bottom 3 in the conference. They beat Texas Tech by 15 in early February. They beat Iowa State in early January. So those were the two victories that they got with teams above them in the conference. They had a bunch of conference losses. That's why they got 7-11 in the conference. Beat Arkansas by 22. That certainly helps. Beat Florida. That Butler loss in overtime crushes them. Because they'd probably be in the bracket right now if they hadn't lost in OT to Butler. But this Oklahoma team beat UCF. Michigan didn't. Michigan got destroyed by UCF. I think there's a lot said right there that Oklahoma should be able to be much higher in the bracket than what Michigan is. Instead, Michigan being put in the next 4 buys column by some of the bracketologists. All right, we're going to end this poll right now. Thanks so much, all, for voting on that poll tonight. Got the Nets taking the poll tonight in this one. 65-35 on the poll. Hey, thanks so much for the update there, Vegas. Let's see what we got for that one. St. John's now is taking the lead over Villanova by 1, 65-64 with 43 seconds left to play. This is absolute craziness. Yeah, like really. All this hype for a big game, and it's been lopsided. One team has come out, had this one circled in the calendars for the day that they flipped the switch. The other team just didn't realize it was coming. Yeah, baseball came back earlier today. So they were finally able to reach an agreement, finally, for that. Yeah, that's Providence. So yeah, they got lucky today. Yeah, they're probably going to get lucky in the tournament, too. That's been their whole story of their season. I could picture Providence in their first round winning by 1 point. They're probably going to get Chattanooga. That's a dangerous team right there. Chattanooga won at the buzzer. And that's a tough matchup, I feel like. Chattanooga's stacked with seniors, too. Those are two of the most experienced teams in all of college basketball besides Kansas. All right, we'll see if anything changes here. Back to the start of the third quarter. If you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Glad to have you guys back in, being a part here on the channel tonight. Philadelphia left to right in the floor as they take a three. Miss off the back rim. Durant comes out with a defensive rebound. Kevin Durant torching the Nets in the first half. He's got himself 18 points, the top leader. Torching the Sixers in the first half as Durant for the Nets has got 18 points, the top scorer for Brooklyn. Pass down low. Goes off to Drummond. Drummond gets fouled, and clock will stop with 11.5 left to go. So heading to the free throw line to shoot two for Brooklyn will be Andre Drummond. Virginia Tech able to hold on as their tournament dream continues to stay alive. Beating Notre Dame. First one is good by Drummond. Second one, that's good. Brooklyn keeps on adding to him. Maxey, Harden, Thibault, Harrison, and Embiid. That's the five on the floor to start off the third for Philadelphia, and they turn it over. Second turnover of the quick third for Philly on the corner. Curry pass, deflected, able to get it back to Drummond, though. Drummond dribbles inside, moves it out to the wing. Durant, wide open space, throws it down, straight down the lane with a two-handed dunk. That's going to be Bruce Brown. Yeah, Bruce Brown right ahead of Durant was the one to scoop up the ball. So Brown for two. (76-51). Here's a jumper that's able to connect on it from the outside for Philly. That is by Harris. Brown will take it up the court. Brown moves it out. Handoff from Drummond to Durant. Durant top of the key, 8 on the shot clock. Crossover. Gets a lot of space out in front of it. Takes the three. Laser beam as KD able to sink that one for the triple. Oh yeah, Ben Simmons starting to be able to get that smile on his face. Maybe he's inspired to play some basketball coming up here. See, he was seen in the pregame dribbling the ball. Maybe he's able to get to putting up some shots in the next pregame for him. Little motivating factor here, seeing his teammates ball out against his former team. 10-10 left to go in the third. Bounce pass. Harden. Off to the free throw circle to Harris for Philly. Moves it out to the corner. Here's Embiid who takes a three, and that's good. A long way from coming back, though. Have had no answers to stop Brooklyn. Joel Embiid up to 24. By far the top scorer for Philadelphia on the night. Durant dribbles up inside, and the ball deflected and intercepted by Harden. Harden passes it past midcourt. Euro step, Thibault. Poked loose out of bounds. Brooklyn pleading the case that they thought they had it. It's going to stay Philly ball. Sixers will get the inbound. 9:40 left to play. Inbound goes out to Embiid. Embiid at the elbow. He's working one-on-one on Drummond. Embiid, his former teammate. One-on-one. Left baseline dribble off of a double team. Embiid stripped. Goes out of bounds once again. Last touch by Curry of Brooklyn. 9:30 left to go in the third. Inbound to the corner. Maxey. Moves it out to Embiid. Gives it over to Harden. Lobs it over behind Maxey. That's a turnover. James Harden with a terrible pass, and Doc Rivers, all he can do is just sit and stare because his team is just stagnant and just absolutely going nowhere. As Drummond down low. Draws some contact, gets fouled again. Back to the free throw line, coming up to shoot two will be Drummond. Got absolutely clobbered by Embiid. $9:15 remaining. Free throw bounced off the rim 3 times and it dropped to the right side. No good. Wow, Villanova escaping today. 1-point victory over St. John's. Second shot missed by Drummond. $66-65 final score. 9 minutes left to play here. Inside, Harris puts up one. He gets fouled. A lot of whistles tonight. It's going to be a blocking foul by Kevin Durant. So Tobias Harris will head to the free throw line coming up for Philadelphia. 9 minutes left to play. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight. Ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified. Future live streams I do cover. First shot good by Tobias Harris of Philadelphia. Second one's good. 20-point game, 9 minutes left to go in the third. Harden at the top. Working on thigh ball off the pick set by Drummond. He rolls down as Kyrie floats it up and scores up and in off the glass. Yeah, I saw that today. That's a big get right there for the Chargers. 18 by Kyrie. Embiid puts one up off the back rim, miss, tipped up, defensive rebound, pulled down by Curry. Philly lost as Brooklyn comes up with the ball. Curry. At the edge of the Sixers logo. Pick gets set by Drummond. Curry towards his left. Step back jumper, deep two, hits it. As that is good. Contacted from the side, no call. Eight minutes left to go in the third. It's been all Brooklyn, all throughout the night. Philadelphia with the ball on the outside. Embiid hands it off to Harden. Harden off a double team. Lobs it, skip past to Maxey. Moves it out. Harris to the wing. It goes. Embiid shoots a three, and he lets it rain for the three ball. 83-62 with 7.5 left to play. Joel Embiid basically the only one showing up tonight for Philly. He's got himself 27 points. Number 2 scores James Harden up to 11. As Brooklyn able to take a jumper, deep two, connect on this. That is good. On the outside, Embiid moves it over to Harden. Harden at the baseline, flings it across the court off to Harris. Skip pass, three on its way, drops it through. 20-point lead for the Nets, 7 minutes left remaining. Kyrie attacks. Oh, he had an open rim. Should have just laid it up and in. Extra pass off the Drummond. Missed the first one. Second one. Could have put it up over the backboard. Offensive rebound, Kyrie. Moves over to Brown. Brown dribbles into the key. Oh, man. Video game speed right there. Driving to the hoop, and he scores. Bruce Brown cutting and weaving on the interstate right there for two around a group of defenders. That was off of multiple offensive rebounds by Brooklyn to save that possession. Philly missing the three at the top. Here goes the Nets. Durant straightaway three. Off back rim, no good. Embiid comes up with a defensive rebound. Off to Harden. Harden past midcourt now for Philadelphia. 6:20 left to go in the third. Harden at the right wing defended by Bruce Brown. Crossover. 12 on the shot clock. Harden. Extra pass made to Maxey. Fires away a three at the corner. Missed off the mark. Collected on the defensive rebound by Drummond for the Nets. Passes up ahead. Curry. Catch and fire three. Splash. Automatic, baby. Just like that. For Seth Curry. Against his former team. Too good for the sharpshooter. 90-65. Brooklyn Nets. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. 90-65. Up by 25 with 6 minutes left to go in the third. Kevin Durant, 23 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. 20 points by Seth Curry, making 4 threes. 18 by Kyrie, making 4 threes. 13 threes made. 55% from the perimeter, 62.5% as a team for Brooklyn tonight. Philadelphia's top scorer, Joel Embiid, by a landslide, 27. The number 2 scores, Tobias Harris with 13. James Harden, 11 points. 3 of 16 shooting. We head to the timeout. Wow. Talk about a statement here for the Brooklyn Nets tonight. Trying to get themselves out of the play-in hunt and into the top 6 area to avoid the play-in come playoff time. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified here, future live streams I do cover. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA live streams. Also cover college hoops live streams. Tomorrow night, feel free to join in for some Big 12 conference action, some college basketball games tomorrow. I plan on covering the semifinals for both of the games at 7 and 9:30. If anybody's interested joining the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group, we're going to be doing ESPN once again. Feel free to do so. That link is pinned in the chat. It's open and available for anybody to join. If you enjoy March Madness, feel free to join the Bracket Challenge group. I got all those links posted in the description below this video. The Discord, the Twitter, the merchandise link, memberships. Feel free to check those out when you guys have a chance. That link is pinned or posted to the chat now with a membership site. We have some pretty cool stuff on there. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers, sweatshirts. Check that out if anybody's interested. A couple of scores throughout today for college basketball. Games going on right now. Alabama leading Vanderbilt 26-18. Colorado State up against Utah State 14-13. UCLA leading Washington State 8-4. Ohio State just tipped off against Penn State. That's a game to monitor. Ohio State dealing with injuries. And a couple of players in and out last couple of games. Ohio State's been cold lately. They're on a 6 or a 7 lead for a seed. I'd say college basketball, especially this time of year more for college basketball, because every single game matters for college. Where the NBA, you play an 82-game season, you can make a playoff run in the last month or so. You could like be out of the playoff hunt by like 10 games and then go on like a massive run. Whereas like every game for college matters, and you have to weigh in a bunch of factors whether you make the tournament or not. When it comes down to strength of schedule and teams played, also the margins as well. A lot of stuff goes into factoring how teams make the tournament. There's like different types of victories, road victories, for like quad types of victories that they have between neutral court, home court, and road. The best basketball time, it has to be right now. March is the best month for basketball time. I actually took Philly in this game for my prediction. I was way off. I think for the Nets, they feed off this energy and they start something new. They get up to the 6th seed. Yeah, San Diego State usually gets the late games. So yeah, that's no surprise there. They're probably going to get, I think they've been playing late lately for the tournament. That is a huge jam off the steal by Bruce Brown, taking it the distance. Yeah, I think last year they had played, I think that was against Syracuse. They had like the 9:45 game last year. Yeah, they play like every single year in the tournament. It seems like they play a late game. 5.5 left to go. Another ball. Inside driving right to the rim. That's Curry. who's on beast mode tonight in this game for Brooklyn. Curry able to lay it up and in. One in addition. Seth Curry tonight, 22 points. 9 to 12 from the floor in 22 minutes. Missed shot inside the key by Philly. Goes right back to Brooklyn. Bruce Brown takes up the court. Brown shovels it out to the top. Open three straight away. Kyrie missed off the mark. Defensive rebound pulled down by Embiid. Embiid down the far side, working his way one-on-one on Drummond. Moose on top. Harris shoots a three. He's off the mark once again. Defensive rebound pulled down by Bruce Brown. It's been Embiid, the only one to show up tonight. Tobias Harris having a tough game. He's the number 2 scorer, though. 13 points. It seems like he's missed a lot more, actually. So he's not having that bad of a game, actually. 4 and 9 from the floor. It's Maxey who has been silent. Maxey with just 4 points, 1 assist. And then James Harden's got himself 14 misses, 3 of 17 from the floor. Around the rim and missed. Harris gets denied right at the rim by Drummond. Here goes Durant. Durant gives it over to Kyrie. Kyrie attacks down the lane, working on Harden, dribbles back out to the corner. Kyrie, now at the wing, bounce pass off to Bruce Brown, low block, moves it across the court, open three, launched, on its way, off the front rim, missed by Curry. Back it goes to Philly, 4:10 remaining in the third. Sixers have it at the top, Embiid, moves it out to the left wing, Maxey, makes the pass to the corner. Harden. One-on-one working on Curry. Off of a double team. Bounce pass down low. Thibault able to throw it down. The line in this one was Philly by 4. So if you took Brooklyn and the points, you crushed it tonight. 3:45 left to go. Lob over the top. Kevin Durant for Drummond, who throws it down with a two-handed flush. Leads to another timeout taken on the floor by Doc Rivers. One team showed up motivated, the other team did not. 96-67 to score in an absolute beatdown since the beginning of this game. Who wants it more? The Brooklyn Nets do tonight. Lopsided in this one, by far. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be a part here on the channel. Man, turned into an absolute beatdown in this game here. The superstars of one team showing up. Kevin Durant, 23 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. 22 points by Seth Curry, making a huge impact. 18 points by Kyrie. Tonight's been all about creating your own shot. Brooklyn Nets have done it so well tonight. 52% from three-point range. 61% as a team. And Doc Rivers' squad comes out unmotivated, uninspiring basketball. And they've had these blips on the schedule. And this is another one, once again, of uninspiring basketball for Philadelphia when the stakes matter the most. Tristan, welcome in. I have no clue for Ben Simmons. He showed up today at the arena. He's on the bench right now, but he was seen in the pregame dribbling the ball. I have no clue when he's gonna play though. Arku, welcome in. Yep. It's the reason why they won't reach the finals. Just another one of these blips that Philadelphia has had on their schedule of uninspiring basketball. Unprepared. And we've seen this from them quite a bit of time, especially at home this season. They had that loss right at the All-Star break. Right before the All-Star break, the 135-87 loss against the Celtics. That was the last time they got beat down at home. Yeah, this is like the second time they've really gotten beat down at home this year. They going all the way back to December where they got beat pretty hard by Utah, but I mean, this is in the second case in recent memory as far as this year. So we come out of the timeout, 96-67 to score. Philly with the ball. Maxey takes the jumper, he airballs it. Just seems like the spotlight is so big for these guys tonight. For Philadelphia. That's the thing. Embiid was the only one that showed up. Dragic moves it out to the corner to Brown. Gives it over to Durant. 5 in the shot clock. 3 minutes left to go as we approach the mark. Durant dribbles, attacks, dumps it off down the lane. Drummond puts it in right as the shot clock expires, and they will count it for 2. Ben Simmons is up after he scores, up, engaged into the game. First time back in some type of basketball fashion. Inside an arena, joining a professional team. On the bench, Embiid at the wing. Embiid has it once again from Niang. He's stripped, and Curry comes up with a steal. Man, what a get they were able to get from Philadelphia. Absolute sniper here with Seth Curry, defended by Maxey, lobs it over a double team. Durant flings it cross court to Toldo for Drummond, and it goes out of bounds. 2:19 left to play. Yeah, that's crazy, Vegas. Baylor was just missing 3s, I heard, and Oklahoma made 11. That's something that's odd, because Baylor's perimeter defense have been so strong this year, and Oklahoma dropped down 11 threes on them. 2:15 left to go in the third. Towards his right, it is Korkmaz. Gives it over to Niang. Niang moves it back outside to Embiid. Embiid takes the jumper over Drummond. Missed off the mark. Durant comes up with a defensive rebound. 2 minutes left to go. They're going to slow it down for Brooklyn. Next time they get a bucket, they hit triple digits. Out to Durant, signals the offense. Tells Drummond to go to the left corner. Durant takes the jumper over Embiid. Missed off the back rim. Harris comes out with a defensive rebound. Minute 35 left to play. Harris. Deflected. Stolen away by Curry. Absolute sniper. Here we go. Outlet. Off the Brown. Kick out to the corner. Pump fake. Curry up and down. Called in the travel. Yeah, getting their mind reset. I think that could help them out a lot there for Baylor, because I remember last year they got eliminated. They got eliminated before the championship last year. They lost against Oklahoma State in the Big 12 tournament. Here's a 3, good, by Harris from the outside. Nets up by 28. 1 minute left to go in the third. Dragic has it at the right wing perimeter. Passes over to Durant. Durant defended by Niang. Durant dribbles up to the free throw circle. Takes the jumper, falling away. KD with 2 more. That's 100 on the board. 30 points. The margin of the score right now in favor of the Brooklyn Nets. They had this game circled on the calendar. The Philadelphia Sixers were not prepared whatsoever. Another steal leads to another layup by Brooklyn. This time it's by Curry. 102-70. 10 steals by Brooklyn. 14 turnovers by Philadelphia. 4 players in double figures for the Nets. 25 by Kevin Durant. 24 by Curry. Another missed jumper by Philly. Back it goes to the Nets with a rebound. 18 points by Kyrie. 10 by Bruce Brown. 15 seconds left to go in the third. Shot clock gets turned off. Durant dribbles edge of the logo. Defended 1-on-1 by Tobias Harris. 5 seconds left to play. Durant now at the top of the key. Takes a deep range 3, 30-footer. Off the front rim miss. Defensive board pulled down by Philly. And they won't jack up a shot before the horn goes off. We close out at the end of 3. It is all Brooklyn tonight in this one. 102-70. The score. So the road team comes in. And they make sure to silence the crowd all throughout the night here. Sixers go way too comfortable. With Harden and Embiid going undefeated together, no longer. It's a game of hunger. Who wants it more? Who wants it more? I'll tell you. The Brooklyn Nets by a long shot. If you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up. Spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight, being a part here on the channel. If you guys enjoy college basketball, feel free to be a part of the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge. If you plan on filling out a March Madness bracket, all you have to do, click the link pinned into the chat, and you're able to join the bracket challenge group if you guys would like. One more quarter left to play. Quick update here, some college basketball scores. Alabama leading Vanderbilt 32-20. Washington State up over UCLA 18-17. I can see that being an upset. I think the Pac-12 honestly is wide open. That somebody's going to win the Pac-12, neither Arizona, UCLA, nor USC. It's going to be somebody else. And Colorado just took out Oregon today. Ohio State leading Penn State 20-12. Villanova able to win by 1 over St. John's. What's good? I am Daniel on the stream. Ryan, welcome in. Yeah, Villanova able to barely escape tonight. Raymond, welcome back in, bud. This tournament's going to be crazy. John, what's good? Welcome in. Oh man, they're playing incredible basketball lately. Just one team came out here motivated to turn their season around and make sure they don't get into the playing game any longer. That'll be the Brooklyn Nets trying to get up to at least the 6th seed by the end of the season. And Philadelphia just not prepared for this matchup. Think that they've got it already with James Harden, Joel Embiid entering this game at 5-0 and no problem. I had Golden State. That's looking tougher and tougher by the day lately. They're going to have to get Draymond Green back if you want to make that happen. Kyrie, right out of the start of the fourth quarter, takes the 3 and he hits it. Oreo Pudding, welcome back in. Glad to have you in the stream, man. Kyrie's up to 21. KD, Kyrie, Seth Curry balling out tonight for the Brooklyn Nets. Korkmaz is going to be the inbound passer. He's got Shake Milton, George Niang, DeAndre Jordan, and Isaiah Joe as they've cleared out the bench here now for Philly to start off the fourth. Jumper is good, and that will go down by George Niang for 2. So you got 1 quarter remaining. Philly has given up. You knock them down, they won't get back up. They did not get back up. They were trailing right out of the gate in this game. And Kyrie is still out there for Brooklyn, along with Dragic, Patty Mills, Nick Claxton, and James Johnson. So Kyrie, the only starter that's on the court currently. Kyrie, top of the key. He'll shoot a three straight away. Missed off the rim. Claxton tried to get a follow, but couldn't. A little bit too strong off the glass. DeAndre Jordan, defensive rebound. Top of the free throw circle. Jordan, hand off to Korkmaz. Kicked ball. It's going to stay Philly ball. But yeah, it's just rough. Yeah, the reason why they won't make the finals. Loose ball at midcourt, scooped up for the steal is Patty Mills. Off it goes to Claxton, and Claxton got fouled. Too many turnovers in this game by Philadelphia. Way too many. 15 turnovers. It's resulted in 11 Brooklyn steals. You know, the fans came into this arena to see great, inspiring basketball being played tonight. And nope, that is not the case here. Dragic, bounce pass. James Johnson gives it out to the wing off to Kyrie. At the right corner, Kyrie dribbles up, takes the jumper at the elbow, missed off the front rim. Goes back to the Sixers with a defensive rebound. Jumper is good by Philly. That's a 3-point shot. Vincent, welcome back in, man. And Patty Mills on the board. Corner three. He's able to connect on it. 10 minutes left remaining. Niang at the wing. Dribbles towards his left. Hands it off to Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe passes outside. Niang shoots a three and he hits it. Yeah, a difference in this game right out of the gate was Brooklyn created their own shots with a ton of space. Philadelphia, a bunch of low percentage shots. Kyrie, open three, skidded off the rim. It goes out of bounds. 9:36 remaining. %31% shooting by Philly. 59.5% by Brooklyn. Philly has made 9 field goals and turned over the ball 7 times in the second half. And a lot of those field goals that they have made have come right here along with a bench. Past couple possessions. Yeah, the Suns having a great culture there with that team. No Chris Paul, and last night they really put it on against the Heat on the road. And the Heat's had one of the top team cultures this season too. That was terrific basketball being shown yesterday by Phoenix. Devin Booker came back after missing the last couple of games, and he exploded. Hey, there we go. Bruins with a big W. 109-79. Kyrie just made a free throw. Kyrie gets the inbound as well. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Bounce pass off to Johnson. James Johnson hands it off to Mills. Swings it across the court. Dragic will let one fly. Missed off the front rim. And defensive rebound gets pulled down for Philly. 9 minutes left to play. Sixers have it. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound and drawing contact here. Shooting two coming up at the line. DeAndre Jordan for the Sixers. Inbound on the far side. Niang hands it off towards his right. They give it out to the corner. 3 on its way. Missed by Korkmaz. And Philadelphia called for the loose ball foul. So 109-79. 8:45 left to play. Dragic gets the inbounds. Bounce pass on the outside, deflected out by Niang. It's going to stay Brooklyn basketball. So we have 8:41 left to go. Maybe this game right here will inspire Ben Simmons to be back soon. Nets get the inbound jumper, free throw circle. Off the back rim, missed by Dragic, tipped to Korkmaz for the defensive board. Pass deflected, stolen away, Patty Mills, sniper, intercepts it, jumps the root, cashes it home for two, up and in off the glass. He's like a blur out there in the court. Oh, baby. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight, being a part here in the channel. Driving, Milton, blocked. It's by Claxton and it goes out of bounds. So 8:14 remaining. Inbound again, Philadelphia will have it at the wing. Handoff gets intercepted, jumping it and picking it off is Dragic as Dragic gets tripped down and fouled. And there goes all the Philadelphia fans heading out of the arena. 8:07 left to go, and they have left their seats, digging out. Inbound on the outside. Claxton has it. 8 minutes left to go in the fourth. Hands it over. Dragic passes out to the wing. Three on its way. James Johnson hits it. Everybody making a contribution for Brooklyn. Right down the map here in this matchup. They got 5 players in double figures. 25 by Durant, 24 by Curry, 22 by Kyrie, 10 by Mills, 10 by Bruce Brown. Oh yeah, Brooklyn no longer wanting that play-in game. This looks like it could be the turning point for Brooklyn. That they're going to go into the playoffs with at least a 6 seed. This is the turning point that they dig themselves out of the 8 spot. They push past the 8 to the 7 to the 6 at least. 7:43 left to go. And if Philly stays put at 3, then guess what? 6 versus 3 first round. See ya. Because Brooklyn has all the confidence in the world that they could take them down in the playoff series. And who would love to see that one first round? Paul Reed puts up the jumper, missed off the rim as the benches have cleared. 7.5 left to play. Dragic, wide open on the outside. We'll take a look at it. Couldn't convert. Battle for the rebound. Pulled down on the far side by Milton of Philly. 29% shooting by Philadelphia. 58% by Brooklyn. Reed. Inside the low post, triple team. Gives it out to the top to Korkmaz. Shoots a 3. He hits it. Yeah, Brooklyn sent a big message today in this game. It just looked like this game was way too... The lights were just too bright tonight for Philadelphia in this one. The scene for them is just... too much right now for Philly from the looks of it. Just didn't get consistent play down the line. Joel Embiid at 27. Other than that, 16 by Harris. He attempted 10 shots. Harden attempted 17. He only scored 11 points for Harden. Went 3 for 17 tonight. Maxey was nowhere to be found. 4 points by Maxey. 2 for 7. Yeah, just rough game. As far as the guard play in this one, it was non-existent. Possibly. Yeah, possibly Kentucky can move up to the 1. What's good? Welcome in. We got Vaughn in the stream as well. Welcome in my girlfriend here in the chat. Take off that hat, young man. Oh, yeah. At least it's not a red hat. I got a red hat sitting behind me that my girlfriend got for me for my birthday a couple months ago. So that's the take off your hat, young man thing, because that hat is red. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. If you'd like to be notified future live streams I do cover. Yeah, the thing is, you don't want to get yourselves too comfortable. That's exactly what happened with Philadelphia tonight. James Harden, Joel Embiid, 5-0 together. And then Brooklyn had this game just circled on their calendar. We're going to go out and smash them, and that's exactly what's happened tonight in this one, is that they come out, they smash them right from the get-go. They weren't as animated as Peter Kiss was, though, a couple nights ago for Bryant. Yeah, there wasn't that much as far as, like, the animation, but yeah, there was a couple plays that it looked like Brooklyn was just on a video game level at times. There was one of them that Bruce Brown had, like, intercepted the ball and weaved his way in between defenders. But right out of the gate, they set the tone tonight. Oof. Hopefully she's okay there, Vaughn. I hope that girl is doing okay. Yeah, Vegas loving my hat right there. Yeah, it looks good today. Thankfully, it looks good. Somehow, some way, classic Providence basketball able to squeak out a win today. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group. March Madness Selection Sunday starts in 3 days. That link is pinned to the chat if anybody's interested in joining in. Yeah, so they arrested one fan. He was a 20-year-old from Ranham, Massachusetts, that they arrested. So, yeah, it said in the news article, not sure whether it's a Bryant or Wagner fan, but yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you're from Southeastern Mass, we all know who you're rooting for if Wagner and Bryant meet up in the conference tournament championship. I don't know a single person from my area that's a Wagner fan. So 6:49 left to play. As we're gonna get back into action. Mills with the ball. Gives it over to Dragic. Kicks it out to the corner to Johnson. He's gonna take a three, and that rolls in. So Brooklyn with more. Yeah, we plan on streaming Thursday and Friday. We're not sure the streams just yet. I usually post in the community tab, because I think like a lot more people follow in the community tab or so. I usually don't post out like I post the schedule. I post the schedule out, but it's usually like the day. Usually like the day of or the day before, usually, because sometimes things do change for me and stuff like that. Like from time to time I'll get a phone call asking that like an opening happened and I have to like stay late for work or something like that. So that's why, because I used to post like a bunch like the last couple years when the pandemic was going on and stuff like that, because I used to come home from work and stuff and be able to stream, but it's like a little bit more complex for me, because sometimes I have to be asked to like stay for like overtime and stuff like that. That's why. But yeah, when the tournament comes out, I wanna we'll come up with like a schedule or something like that. It'll probably be 3 games a day for, I know definitely for Thursday and Friday. There's probably gonna be 3 games each of those days that I cover. I'll post that in the community tab for you guys. I'll probably get that out because I'm gonna do the first 4 stuff too around like, depending on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, once they have the game schedules for that. Saturday's a little bit more complex because I'm back to announcing lacrosse on the following Saturday, so that's why. And then yeah, for my stream, so I have a streaming laptop that I have. It's a HP laptop that I use to stream. And then the webcam I use is a Logitech 1080 HD. And this microphone here, this is a Blue Yeti microphone. It's like the newest version. It's called Blue Yeti X that I use for a microphone. Really good microphone. I got a pop filter for it too. And all the stuff I do it through is called a program called OBS. It's called Open Broadcaster Software that I do it from. Oh, we got a couple, yeah. Got a lot of recent buckets here lately. I don't know how I got 82 on the board. Just answering a couple new questions. 122.89 as we update here. My thing was a little bit behind in the final 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes left to go. So basically at this rate of the game, it's all the bench players playing right now. Isaiah Joe shooting 2. First one is good. Yeah, I remember last year I covered quadruple headers at one point, I think during the Sweet 16, and that got too much for me. I remember one of the nights I lost my voice, and it was crazy. That USC Oregon game was so late that night because that was like the 4th game. Philly with the ball, 4.5 left to go in the 4th. Down low post, Paul Reed puts one up, and no good, too strong off the glass. Right back it goes to Brooklyn as the Nets draw a foul at midcourt. Reaching in is Philly. Tough night at the box office tonight for James Harden. He finished with 11 points, 4 turnovers, 5 assists. He went 3 for 17 shooting. 3 of 17 from the floor. Only went to the free throw line once where he was a perfect 2 of 2. Nick Claxton heading to the free throw line here, and he makes the first one. So tough game for James Harden when James Johnson has scored more points than you tonight. 13 points in 18 minutes by James Johnson. He went 5 for 6 for Brooklyn. That's how big the role players played a factor here tonight in this one as well for the Nets. KD, Kyrie, and Curry absolutely went off for that trio. And then Claxton had a great game. Johnson had a solid game. Even Bruce Brown too. Patty Mills had a pretty good game. Bruce Brown, Patty Mills with 10 points. Johnson just made a jumper right there. That's a 3 at the corner, so he's up to 16. Oh, man. Brooklyn is just laughing it up on the bench right now. The dude that was drafted last in the All-Star draft. Just laughing up about this game. They come in, they crush Philly tonight. 128-93 as the runner is good. Here's a jumper from the outside. Hit the rim short. Follow goes down, though, by Korkmaz. Three minutes left to play. Cam Thomas. Bounce pass underneath the hoop. James Johnson gives it out to the free throw circle. Brown passes on top. They'll take a 3 with Kessler Edwards. Hit the bottom left part of the backboard, and Philly comes up with a defensive board. Dell, welcome to the stream. Not just yet. The playoffs are around a month away, so this is not a playoff game. This is a regular season game. Around the rim and out. Kessler Edwards with a defensive rebound for Brooklyn. Nets have the ball at the left wing. Cam Thomas passes on top. Bruce Brown. Brown hands it off to Edwards. Off the pick set by Brown. Edwards tries a jumper. No good. Tip deflected. Battle for the basketball. Pulled down by Philly. With 2:15 left to go. Korkmaz with a 3. He hits another one. Oh, yeah, I think that's right. I think Rudy was, like, the last one picked. But, yeah, James Harden was right next to Rudy for the last round. Nick on the stream, welcome in. It's been a total blowout right from the start. No look past the top. It went from Mills over to Johnson, off to Thomas, but couldn't get it off as the shot clock expired. 1:46 left to play. 128-98. The Brooklyn Nets with a commanding lead and going to get themselves a big W. I think this is going to start something here for Brooklyn. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the channel tonight. Nets with 6 players scoring in double figures. Yeah, it's really good, man. The quality of the sound's nice on this microphone. Yeah, I got headphones that I plug into the bottom of it. The headphones that I have are from Xfinity that I got back at the NASCAR race a couple years ago. I was able to win like Xfinity headphones, which was cool. And then I got the HDMI that's connected, that gets plugged right into the laptop. Efficiency, the big key in this matchup today. 57% shooting by Brooklyn, 32% by Philadelphia. Doubling in the points in the paint tonight. The Nets 48 points in the paint, Philadelphia 24. Yeah, sometimes they wear Nike, sometimes they wear Adidas. I haven't checked the college scores for a little bit, so I'm going to update you guys here. Alabama leading Vanderbilt 38-28. UConn, great start, up over Seton Hall 14-7. Texas Tech looking good, leading Iowa State 23-11. Yeah, it's concerning for Iowa State. 11 points in 11 minutes. They scored 36 against Oklahoma State. That's a team that, going into the bracket, I feel really nervous about picking there for Iowa State. Colorado State leading Utah State 29-25. UCLA up over Washington State 40-28. UNC, great start for them. They lead Virginia 16-9. Ohio State up over Penn State 33-24. UAB leading Florida Atlantic 29-14. UAB, only way they can get in, probably they have to win Conference USA, but Conference USA could be a 2-bid conference. I think North Texas can make it in as the second bid. Say if they make it to the conference championship, they'd only have 6 losses. That should be good. Should be good enough to make it in. If Loyola Chicago was in that discussion with 8 losses, that they were in an at-large leading into the Missouri Valley Tournament Final, I think, yeah, it should be enough for North Texas if they lose in the Conference USA title game. Minute and a half left to go. Bruce Brown with the ball, top of the key for Brooklyn. Driving, slips past Milton, and right to the cup, and he gets fouled. Bruce Brown will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. First shot by Brown, and that's off the mark. Make sure to join in the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group if you guys would like. That link is posted there out in the chat. Second one is good. Sixers have it, final minute. Milton passes down low to Paul Reed, who throws it down. One minute left to go. And the fans bugged out of this arena with over 8 minutes left to play today. Nets have it on the outside, looking to see if they can hang up 130 plus on this possession. Cam Thomas, 5 in the shot clock. Thomas towards his left, step back 3 over Joe. Off the back rim, miss, tip to the perimeter, and offensive rebound. Edwards tries a 3. Off the right side of the rim, Philly comes up with a defensive board. 30 seconds remaining, and this has been a lopsided one-team affair right out of the get-go in this game. 6 players, double figures. 25 points by Kevin Durant, 24 by Seth Curry, 10 of 14 from the floor by Curry tonight. 22 by Kyrie. Those 3 just drilled the Sixers. Joe Johnson, late surge from the bench. He had 16, 6 of 7 from the floor from the bench. 11 points by Bruce Brown. Patty Mills with 10. Able to shoot the ball 56% from the floor for Brooklyn. With a big victory tonight by 29 as they dominate over the Philadelphia 76ers in this one as we go final. 129-100 in a much anticipated matchup between Kevin Durant and Kyrie of Brooklyn versus James Harden, Joel Embiid of Philadelphia, and it wasn't even close. When the moment mattered, the moment was way too big for the Sixers tonight. Ben Simmons in attendance arriving. Ben Simmons on the bench there is Louis Vuitton black and yellow jersey. But James Harden nowhere to be seen whatsoever in this matchup. Harden, 11 points, 14 missed shots from the floor, only 5 assists to 4 turnovers. In a game that mattered a bunch, and an opportunity here for the Brooklyn Nets to see if they can be able to put themselves and reverse their direction in the standings and move up to a playoff spot instead of being a play-in team. And they have a great opportunity to see if they can feed off of that energy and be able to do that after this one. For the Philadelphia 76ers, tough one today here. Another blip that they have in their home court that they get absolutely dominated. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight. Before I do sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Appreciate all guys for joining in. I'm going to close out here to the channel members. If you guys would like to join the channel membership, as low as $1.99 per month, gets you shoutouts at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We have Jason, Cindy, Rajip, Olded Deuce, Brian, SG Sports Talk, Russell, D-Block, BP Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Arahan, Mike, Mark, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Achino Joseph, LK and GFR 90, Woody Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Isaiah, Man and Hayes, Barco, Dave, Rise of Steel, and Kelly. Big victory tonight by Brooklyn as they dominate 129-100 over the Philadelphia 76ers in a much anticipated matchup. Thanks so much all for joining in and enjoy the rest of your night.